This is not an easy video to make. So you've seen the title of the video. Netflix has decided to not renew Tiny Pretty Things for a second season. We actually got this news a long time ago. The way that Netflix works, they really look at the analytics between the show's release and the first 10 days, and then the first 30 days from its release. So if you've been following along on my YouTube channel and you saw me buzz all my hair off, that was when we found out that Tiny Pretty Things was not going to be renewed. I'm going to try my best not to get emotional. I didn't think I was going to get choked up making this video. It's been a long time that we have known this, that the show would not be coming back. But it is, when I tell you, it is such a heartbreak, I mean it. I put on my favorite piece of Shane's wardrobe to film this video because it has been hidden in the back of my closet since we found out. I haven't even been able to look at it. This show and the people involved in making it has meant so much to me in my career as a young actor and just in general for me as Brennan. Playing this character, playing Shane, brought something out of me that I didn't know existed. I had to be so confident to do justice to my character on the show. It demanded a lot out of me as an actor. This show, I think, will forever be one of my favorite things to have worked on. If you've seen on my channel all of the behind the scenes vlogs, I'll link them right up here. If you want to watch, there's like a playlist of videos behind the scenes of us filming season 1 that I vlogged on my phone. These people became my best friends, some of the best friendships that I've ever had. I'm so grateful for the experience filming season 1 of this show because these people are going to be in my life forever. They are lifelong friends. Oh, sorry, I really did not want to get super emotional. I feel like I've sort of waited so long to talk about this because I needed distance. I needed space from the heartbreak to be able to just, share it and not get emotional. Clearly, I'm not doing a good job at that. Now, like I said, we found out quite soon after the show's release that it was not going to be renewed for a second season. And I'm sure at home watching, you're maybe a little mad or confused as to why we didn't announce it. Netflix told us they were not going to announce it because the way that Netflix content works is that it is evergreen on their platform. It will stay up forever on Netflix. They didn't want to take away from the discoverability of the show so that, if you finish watching a series that might be similar, it would pop up in your recommended and they could, get more viewership for the show, keep people on their platform. Because if people know that a show isn't coming back for a second season, more often than not, they're going to choose not to watch it. They don't want to get attached. And that is also sort of the same reason why, as a cast, we discussed it with our producers, with our showrunner, with each other, and we decided to keep it quiet that the show wasn't coming back because we wanted our work to be seen. We wanted this love child that we had made to be shared with the world, and in a lot of ways, getting that news overshadowed the success and the excitement of finally sharing our show with the world. Our show didn't do poorly on the Netflix platform. In fact, we held #1 worldwide on the platform for over 2 weeks, which is sort of the benchmark that Netflix told us to look for when waiting to hear about a second season. There's these certain analytic benchmarks that they look for. One of those being breaking top 10 within certain countries and also breaking top 10 worldwide. Our show was released in 192 countries. In a lot of those countries, we went to the top 10, and in many of them, we hit #1 on Netflix in that country. We also hit #1 worldwide and held #1 worldwide for over 2 weeks, which is why when we found out that the show wasn't going to be renewed, it came as a shock. We were under contract with Netflix myself, I was under contract for 5 years. Had the show continued to be renewed, I was attached for 5 years. And I hoped that we would go that long or longer. As a cast, we often talk about how upset we are that we only got to go for one season. But we also talk about how we haven't even seen the butterfly effect that our show will have in the world. How many young dancers of color, how many young queer people will see themselves represented in the characters that we play on this show, and it will allow them to feel safe in an industry that generally is not very inclusive. I can't wait to see all the little black ballerinas that will come from watching Kylie on our show and seeing themselves in her and then pursuing a career in dance because of her. The long and short of it is, I don't know why our show was canceled. We had something crazy like 32 million households finished our show. So that's another analytic that Netflix looks at, is the completion rate. How many people not only started but also finished the show. And what I heard was 32 million households, which is absolutely insane that many people watched our show and finished it. Now, Netflix told us that our completion rate wasn't what they were looking for to choose to renew our show, so that is what we were told. I had a great experience working on a Netflix show, working with Netflix. I'm a young actor. I hope that I will work for Netflix time and time again through my career. The creatives that worked on our show, that visited while we were filming, I had such a great time going to dinner with them, visiting with them at our wrap party, which is why this is so difficult, because I was upset. We were all heartbroken. I wanted to be mad at Netflix, and yet Netflix has also given me this huge opportunity, this amazing springboard into the next stage of my career. I could sit here and ramble on about how much I love this show and how upset I am to share this news, but I think I've said everything I wanted to say. I was gonna write down what I wanted to say, and every time I tried to, I couldn't come up with the words, so I just kind of sat down and hit record. I hope everything I said was clear. I want to thank Netflix for greenlighting Tiny Pretty Things, allowing us to make this first season. I had such a good time shooting this show, working with these people, becoming a new version of myself through playing Shane. Like, just the memories I made filming that show, I will hold on to for a lifetime. This is the business. You know, that's showbiz. If for some reason you haven't seen our show and you stumbled across this video and you're curious, I would love for you to watch Tiny Pretty Things. It is such a huge piece of my heart, and it would mean so much to me if you went and watched it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more from me. Like I said, I'm gonna link the whole Tiny Pretty Things behind the scenes playlist down below in the description. Love y'all so much.